welcome to your pick a card reading. In today's pick a card reading, we are having a look at what does Spirit have planned next for you. Okay, so I want you to trust your intuition. Okay, choose a pile. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. So yeah, I'll see you at your pile. So pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Let's get straight into it. We're having a look at what does Spirit have planned next for you. Okay, now I have shuffled this card underneath and I actually don't know what's underneath. I just shuffled and I put the card there. The rest of the cards I will shuffle and we'll see what comes through. I usually like to see the cards with you because it's a lot more exciting, and that's where their synchronicities and the magical moments come through. I will also channel, so if you don't want to hear the channels, just go straight to the actual reading when I start with the cards. Okay, that way you can kind of skip the shuffling, but I would kind of just watch the whole thing because sometimes the cards and my channeling connect and it's all very exciting. Okay, but please trust your intuition. Pay attention to the pictures and everything in the cards. I am that type of reader. I want you to make sure, because there could be a picture, a word or something in the cards that really stands out and is quite personal to you, and it's a message in itself, okay? Because I could be going somewhere else and channeling a message that I actually don't pick up on something that you do. So please pay attention to the pictures, okay? All right, oh yeah, by the way, disclosure, if you're driving, do not look at the cards, okay? If you're doing something, yes, don't look at the cards. That is if you're able to, if you're, you have the time and you're safe, okay? Yes. All right, so this is pile number 1. This is you guys. By the way, I'm obsessed with this. Look at it inside. Oh my god, I took off what it actually is. But it's meant to be calming and relaxing and very spiritual. And actually, look inside the crystal. It actually glitters. That's insane. Yeah, I saw it and I was obsessed straight away, so I bought it. And I haven't bought crystals for a while, so that's really special. So let's get straight into it. I don't want to go on a tangent. So, all right, I'm just going to reveal it. Let's have a look together. So what plan does Spirit have next for you? We have inner balance. Create balance between the mind, body, and spirit. Balance is key in all avenues. Wow. Okay, we do have someone balancing on a pole. So I'm going to describe the card because I think it could be very important. A lot of things in this card. So first thing, dancing could be significant. You could be a dancer, right? A ballerina in particular, but you don't have to be. Also with the pole, I kind of feel like pole dancing could be significant as well. I think this is something about like all these buildings here is giving me like a corporate 9-to-5 kind of job, and then you've got your hobbies and you've got something on the side. So it doesn't even have to be a corporate job. It could just be your work, and then it's like your passions, what you do for fun, what you do for relaxation possibly, or what you do outside of your work. There's definitely a divide here, okay? There's definitely a divide. And it's about balancing, okay? Balancing, what you do to make money and what you do to give you joy and pleasure. I wish I could say that the two are the same, like what you do for work is what you do for pleasure, but I don't know. I'm not getting that vibe. I'm getting a divide, like I said. So a lot of you here are doing work. And I'm not saying that you don't enjoy what you do, right? But there's just something here, 2 distinct opposites. She is definitely not a city girl. I mean, she could do dancing in the city, but this is creative. This is giving me like mechanical. So this could be a balance. Like this is about you creating inner harmony, de-stressing, getting out of the rat race. You know what I'm really feeling as I channel this card is reevaluating your priorities. Is it really worth your time? Is it really worth your stress? You're coming back to a different kind of feel like view on the world. You're definitely very strong. Like look at the way she's holding herself on that pole. And I don't think this is just if you're a dancer. I think you're very strong, you're very capable, and you're probably very good at getting a lot done. But is that good to your energy? Is that good for your I want to keep saying stress levels? I also feel that you could be very dedicated to a task or a goal, okay? And I think there's nothing wrong with that, but Spirit is just saying that you need to balance your mind, body, and spirit, because that is what's ultimately going to be, I feel like, more effective for you and your goals and your dreams and your aspirations. Because I just feel like she's not, as much as they say that this is something like a passion or a creative outlet, I also kind of feel like it could lead into money. I don't know why I feel like that, but I just feel, you're working a job, then you have your passion or your interests or your talents, and then you eventually are building the skills to maybe have this passion, have this hobby or talent, take over your job. That's only if it resonates, okay? If you really like this job, then this is just probably going to get more. You're going to be very good at it, very, very, very good at whatever creative hobby or whatever you do on the side, okay? That's what I'm getting from that card. But we will see with the other cards. If we go back to what the Spirit's planned for you, okay? Spirit is going to test you, So right now you may be having trouble with managing your time, okay? Maybe you're feeling a little bit restless internally. Balance is key here, okay? And figuring out what gives you that inner balance and how can you cultivate it. So it's a lesson for you, all right? I don't think it's all that Spirit has planned for you, all right? I just think balance is something that you need to master so that you can kind of enjoy what Spirit has planned for you or be able to receive it. Why am I using this deck? I don't know. It's small, but I'm going to use it. I intuitively pick my decks. So, yeah. Okay. What gives you inner balance? Something's off straight away, okay? Something is off. I also feel like the inner balance card is giving me, maybe you're making some sacrifices right now and it's upsetting you. So this is an example would be, you're sacrificing your time, or you are sacrificing sleep, I feel. For some reason, Spirit is telling me that this has always been an issue for you. Okay, give yourself grace is what I'm feeling. You could be very hard on yourself. Some of you guys could be a workaholic. Some of you guys could just like to keep busy. All right. Okay. I'm gonna get some other channels now. Not this card. What plan does Spirit have for you? What plan does Spirit have for you? Yeah, I'm just getting someone dancing in the rain, but it feels really good. It's almost like getting into nature could be very significant here. I've just got this vision. She's just like got her hands up in the air and she is just loves the rain, okay? And she's embracing it. It feels like she's going a little crazy in a good way. She's getting rid of those time restraints. She's getting rid of all the, those to-do lists. She's getting rid of expectations and pressures at work. And she's like, you know what? This is what de-stresses me. This is, and it's almost spiritual, by the way. So, nature is very significant here. And I think that's going to play a part in balancing your mind, body, and spirit. And I don't even need to channel that. That's kind of a given. What else is coming through? Okay, I'm getting the Six of Cups in Tarot. Six of Cups is usually something from the past, fond memories, nostalgia. You could have someone coming back from the past. I just automatically feel that. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, you could have someone come back. Now, I'm not saying that that has to be romantic. It could be someone that you kind of just lost contact with for no apparent reason. Like there was no issue. Oh, I chose two of those. I didn't realize that. Wow. Yeah. Someone is coming back, or someone has not finished why they were meant to be in your life. And please, I really feel like this isn't romantic, so sorry to burst your bubble. I actually feel like this is someone that maybe you had a tiny falling out with, or you just circumstances cause you to grow apart in some way. All right, let's have a look. What's your plan? Wow, cleansing. Oh my God, and I got the rain. I got the rain. I got the rain. Remember I had the vision of the rain? That's a fucking storm cloud raining on this girl. Oh my God. I told you you need to listen to my channeling. We'll keep going. Wow. I have the Akashic records. Okay, big. What does Spirit have planned for you? I have the Sun. There's a lot of nature here. Obviously. That's how I get them all. We got answered prayers. Wow. 2121. Together. I have a special way of reading, so we'll get to that. I'll explain it. So with love coming through. With love. Wow. Okay. I can see 2323 here, right? Shit. You need to firstly breathe. Maybe some of you guys need to do some breath work, meditate. You're very psychic. You have a strong intuition. We've got the crystal ball here, and the crystal ball is not something to mess with. Because for me, Spirit tells me that crystal balls are a way for you to see into the future. I always kind of feel like you can see what's about to happen. You almost can like assess a situation. And this isn't even psychic. This is just sort of having a bit of emotional intelligence. Like you can assess a situation and you know the probability of what, the outcome is going to be. I think for some of you, you're kind of at that level, but you could go deeper. You could actually really tap in and discover that you're actually very, very, very psychic, maybe clairvoyant, but you can see into the future. And by the way, I am noticing a hand here and a hand here, okay? I don't really have that imagery in my cards, and the fact that we've got two of them out, it is kind of giving me the sense that I do feel there's resistance that you're holding. There's resistance, and you really don't need to carry that resistance right now. And maybe that's something that you're working on. I don't blame you. Life these days is just, how can we balance everything? It's nearly impossible. It really is. But there is this calling to go within. All right, it's calling to go within. I can see it here with the angels and guides of insight, past, present, future feelings. And there is no such thing as time, to be honest. There's no such thing as time. So I feel you have access to knowledge about what Spirit's plan is. And some of you already have an inkling, okay? But I do kind of feel like some of you are a little bit caught up in, I'm just gonna be honest, like trying to freaking support yourself or Some of you guys might feel like you need to do more, or you could be following what people want from you, or there's just some sort of pull into many different directions, and it's really aggravating your nervous system possibly. So this is about taking a breath, because I kind of feel anxious all of a sudden. Oh my God. And breathwork could be really, really powerful for you. She is freaking wearing the same dress. That's crazy. So cleansing could be significant. There might be some things, if you don't like meditation, if you don't like breath work, if you kind of just want to tread the surface of like, you know, having a good perception or analyzing situations, that's fine. Okay. I'm not going to call you to go deeper. There is something about working smarter, not harder. So with the cleansing and the storm, okay, yes, get into nature, please. We've got the sunflowers there, okay. Flowers are actually very significant. We have the dandelion there, I think it is, and the sunflowers, very, very significant. Get out, get into a field of flowers, maybe put some flowers in your house. I just feel like that would shift a lot of energy. Flowers in your house, okay. Get rid of things that don't serve you, okay. Cleansing. What are you doing that you're noticing that is like tipping? It's like causing more stress. You don't have to get rid of everything, okay. I know that it's tricky these days. You're gonna have something to cope. Like, I'm gonna be realistic, right? But we've got lighten your load. Lighten your load. You're putting too much on your plate. This is a very confronting card. It's a very confronting card. I actually think you guys need a break. I think you're very, very, oh God, I just want to say, you could already be quite successful. Okay, or you're heading in that direction. Some of you are just on that treadmill. You're just going and going and going and going and going. You also might have an issue with saying no. I still feel you're quite confident, and I know that you would only take on what is a benefit for you. I don't think you take on pointless things, but lighten your load. This is a lot. This person feels like he's carrying the world on his shoulders. And if you can see closely, he's freaking screaming. So I'm wondering, what can you let go of? What is not a priority? What is causing stress? I do kind of feel like if you just sat with yourself for a moment and was like listening to yourself, I think you'd have the answers come to you. Okay, I don't need to do this. This isn't that important. How can you make your schedule more effective? Because I do kind of feel like energy is draining. Even though you have the sun, I actually feel like getting into the sun would give you more energy. So maybe some of you guys need to get outdoors more. Yeah, definitely. There could be something that you're really wanting. Okay, you're really, 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 really wanting. I am kind of also getting this energy. Pile number one is that you want something. You've put out to the universe, this is what I want. Please give me my prayer. This is a girl that has asked the universe, I want this. This is what I want. Okay, so some of you guys could be praying. Maybe you're just like, oh, I can't, please, Spirit, take this load off my back. I can't hold it anymore. Or this is the other scenario. You're working so hard so that this wish can come true, and you really want Spirit's support. I feel like yes, Spirit's next plan for you is that you can have this wish come true. You can. But there's something about it coming in when you don't try so hard. I know. And it's a very, very fine line. Okay, this is a very, very fine line, and it's called flow. That you want to get into flow. I really, really admire people that are like so dedicated and ambitious and like, this is my goal, this is what I'm gonna achieve. You know, I want to get this amount of followers. I want to get into this prestigious school of arts, or I want to be the number top one, I don't know, on the charts, music charts maybe for some of you. I don't know what your goal or your wish is. I admire your dedication, I really do, okay? But there's something here where Spirit is trying to tell you that you can have that, but access a state of flow. Like there's something here, you're gonna achieve something a lot more effortless than what you're currently doing. And I know that sounds a little bit counterintuitive, but you still can achieve your goals by stepping back, and it is all about alignment for you, pile number one, because mind, body, spirit is definitely telling me balancing your chakras. And I'll tell you the best way to get into alignment and flow with spirit is to be in the present. Okay? Be in the present and trust. And I feel as I sort of turned over your cards, resistance, a struggle. Oh my God, that card just says trust. What is your intuition trying to say? What's your intuition? What's your heart trying to say? Because we got the heart here in this card, and it's with the intuition. The Akashic Records, okay, so this card's huge. This is when something is written in your Akashic Records that is, I feel like, it's part of it's a plan, because I'm asking Spirit, what does Spirit have plans for you next? And it's something in your Akashic Records, which I honestly feel like you have access. But I feel for some of you don't want to go there, or some of you just sort of don't have the time for it. That would make sense. Jeez. I mean, how can you sit and meditate and trust your intuition when you're stressed, or you don't, you've got deadlines? We have it with the sun. Besides the flowers there, and besides the nature, I'm sensing the sun is happiness, joy, what makes you feel alive. Do more of that. The inner balance is a slight adjustment. It's not giving me, I can quit your 9 to 5 or, anything extreme. We want to get out of that. We want to get into just small adjustments. But I think for a lot of you, it is going within and having a little bit more of a reflective mindset, reflecting on your actions and how they are right now, but making the time to do that, because that's important. But the sun is happiness, joy. It's giving me this energy of, I want to say energy, like what life as well. It's the self, the sun. It is ruled by Leo. It is also very, very fucking creative. Maybe that's lacking a little bit. It is kind of the brightest card. Not really, actually. Well, it's very bright to me. This card is not bright. And by the way, there are flowers on that card as well. But they're in the background. So, if some of you guys want to connect with your intuition, right, and your psychic powers, and you're having trouble with that. With the cleansing card, I kind of feel like get rid of things that are blocking that. So if it's time restraints, adjust your schedule. Okay. If it's food, you know, if it's alcohol, if it's, you know, shitty food, that can play a big difference in connecting to yourself and your intuition. Get rid of things that are numbing you. I'm going to be straight up, okay? You know what they are. Toxic habits, toxic coping mechanisms. I do really feel that some of you have them in place to fucking survive, and I don't want to rip that from you, but just whatever you can do, come on, slightly. Like, just, if you still want to drink fucking soft drink and you're having, you know, you drink Red Bull, come on, just don't wipe all of it out. But if you could, but then that would be extreme. But anyway, just little bits of a reduction, please. Okay, it's really going to help you with your intuition. Okay, if you have a shitty sleeping schedule, you need to get that in place, because this is going to enhance. We want you to feel more alive. That is what I'm feeling here. Some of you guys literally need to breathe. Some of you guys might have anxiety, panic attacks. Like, there's something getting in the way of you feeling alive and breathing in oxygen. Because look at her, she's breathing it in. She's breathing in the air. She's feeling it in her body. You guys could be a little bit out of whack within your body. Get back to connecting. That's the biggest thing with the breath. Yoga, holy shit. Why didn't I just miss yoga with that card? Yoga, big one, okay? Not just because of it appears to be a, you know, a well-being activity, okay? It's actually really, it's the powerful thing about yoga, okay, is it connects you to your body. Right? It's not about the fancy poses and if you can do them and if you can't. It's about connecting to your body, right? And feeling those parts of your body. And you need that. You need that mind, body, spirit connection at the moment. It's lacking in some way. That's huge, yoga. So your plan from spirit is something that you want coming through, and knowing that you can create the right conditions for that to come in. I actually feel like whatever you want, whatever prayer you ask, depending on the how big the goal is, it can come in really quickly. It really can. I actually feel for some of you, it's like, I can't handle everything. I need it to be off my shoulder. I can't do it. That's, and it even could be about balance, having more balance in your life. That could be a goal. But I think for a lot of you, there's something else. There's something, it could be a dream of yours. It could be a way of living, a lifestyle, whatever it is, you can have that. You just got to create the conditions for it to come in. And it's coming in when you don't try so hard. Okay. I want to go back to this Sun card because it does represent Leo, and you don't have to be a Leo, okay? But it is very important energy to talk about. Leo is I love Leos. I absolutely love Leos. It's really funny because there's a Leo in my life that I absolutely adore, but then there's also another Leo that I'm like find really, really challenging. There's so many different types of Leos. I mean, you have to consider the whole birth chart. But I think a Leo at they're like an exalted Leo, let's just say that, at their best is a freaking dream. Like, it tops every other star sign. It even tops my star sign. I'm sorry. A Leo at their best is freaking just, they have this energy. They have this infectious, magnetic, playful optimism and excitement for life that I think you need to step into. That's why I'm saying it. I'm not really going to talk about a lower vibration Leo. That that is, ooh, that's painful. But we all have, every sign has their weaknesses, every sign has their strengths. But a Leo is very extreme, I must say, a Leo. I hate it. And why would that be? Why would that be? Because you would think a lower vibration Leo would be not happy in themselves. Because Leos are meant to be, they are just like the epitome of the sun. The sun is glowing, shining. It gives us warmth. It makes us feel good. So if you don't have a sun shining, if you don't have a Leo shining, they're going to be miserable, but they're also going to make everyone around them miserable. That's what I'm talking about, painful. But we're not talking about a low vibration Leo. We're talking about, a Leo that you want to probably be around. I'm also kind of feeling like the sun, when it's in a reading, okay, or just in general, it doesn't just illuminate on its own. It illuminates everything around it, okay? So what is it next to right now? It's next to this, okay? Your prayer being answered, and it's next to your intuition and your records. I feel like you could access important information. You really could. You really can. The light is shining on the records right there. But it all depends on you whether you want to go down that path, okay? I think you naturally will once your energy is balanced. And I think that goes for anyone, okay? You're probably kind of trying to, I get this survival mode, even though you're going after your dreams, even though you're going after your goals, okay? Get into flow, get into what feels good, and then use that momentum. We do have the love card. Before we finish, we do have the love card. But this love card has peace. Okay, you can see the doves there. It's Taj Mahal. It is in India. Could be significant. Very spiritual. Very spiritual. We've got the insights cards and we've got the third eye there. And by the way, the pink sky there is the same as the pink sky there. Oh my whole. Sometimes I just need to look at the cards a little bit deeper, and it's right there, the connection. Going to spiritual places in the world could be very significant, okay? Like if I haven't been here before, but if I was to go there, I would imagine I would feel so small, in a good way. I love to go to places that make me feel small because it just makes you feel like the world is so much bigger than your problems. Could be something for you to consider. But also, you'd go there to learn, you'd go there to sort of appreciate the beauty. So appreciation and beauty could be very significant, quite helpful for you. Yeah, I definitely feel like for you, pile number one, your soul wants more. Your soul wants to see new places. Just be kind of like experiencing the senses. Leo is the child. Leo wants, the Leo energy, they want to try new things. They want to have a good time. Look at the arms open, right? Arms are open. Get into receiving energy as well. All right, my darlings, pile number one. I'm going to leave your reading there. I hope something resonated. And take care. All right. Okay. Pile number 2. These are not your cards. Let's see, pile number 2. What plan does Spirit have for you next? What plan? What plan does Spirit have next for you? You chose this crystal, and I'm drawn to this pile. Even though this isn't my favorite crystal, I would probably choose number 1, but I chose number 2, so I'm with you guys. And it's not my favorite crystal, so I wonder what that means. But anyway, you chose it. It is beautiful, by the way. This card here, I'm going to channel it, but I shuffled it and I don't know what's behind it. I will be using other cards and I will be shuffling and channeling. So if you do not want to stay for that part, that's fine. You can move along and just watch the card section when I read the cards. But I would stay for this because my channeling and the cards usually match, and it's pretty magical and synchronistic and a lot of fun. Also, I do want to say with the cards, please watch the pictures, the text, just to see if anything stands out for you. You know, there could be something that really relates to you as personal, but please do that only if you're safe, okay? Do not do that if you're driving, okay? Don't be stupid. When you've got a minute to sit down, have a look at the pictures. I'm just saying that because my personal readings, I notice people look at the pictures and the signs, and it's all very, very, very personal and really, really relates. So yeah, just for extra confirmation and for extra, you know, synchronicities and stuff like that. So let's have a look at your card. I don't know what it is. Let's have a look. We have the Dreamweaver. You deserve all that you desire. If you can dream it, then you can manifest it into the physical realm. Ooh, wow. This is amazing. So what is Spirit's plan next with you? Okay, you're manifesting something into the physical realm. So I really love this because she's dreaming on the clouds. There's a woman there. Okay, she's dreaming. So there's something that you're dreaming about, something that you want to do. I don't know if you've started to bring that into the physical realm. Some of you guys could be at the beginning. Some of you guys could be like really heavily taking action, taking steps towards your manifestations. But Spirit is saying that you can deserve all that you desire. And there's a fly in this room. When I started this reading, this fly is fucking following me. It's so annoying. And it's so interesting because I watched something the other day. It was like, if you see flies, this is your reading. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting to see flies. Anyway, flies could be significant for you. Maybe they're just like, flies are so fucking annoying you right now, or just in general. But I just really feel here that there's something that Spirit is helping you with, a dream of yours. Okay? This could even be a sign of you to get into action. What are you doing? Stop dreaming. Come on, you can have it. I find it really interesting that this is the desert. Okay, this is beautiful. This is like a different, I feel like they're weaving something really, really beautiful. I'm not exactly sure what they're weaving, but they're doing it all by themselves. They're doing it by hand. So there could be something that you're creating with your hands. Okay. That could be for some of you. Your hands could be very, very, very important. Some of you guys could live in the desert because the desert is coming through here. But I also feel like the desert is a representation of, it's the harshness, okay? But that's not going to get in the way of your dreams, okay? Some of you guys might be like, oh my God, I don't have the materials. I don't have the resources. I don't know how I'm going to get there. So it's more relaxing to, you know, sleep on this soft cloud and just imagine it. But there needs to be steps, okay? Spirit's going to help you. Maybe maybe it feels a little bit difficult at the moment. We'll see. We'll see how Spirit's going to support you with your dream, okay? This is definitely giving me the vibe of manifestation. So what do you want to manifest? You can have it. You can have it. You can have it. We're going to get more. Let's see. Spirit, I'm going to just do general channel now. So just take the channels if they resonate. And let me see what I'm feeling. What am I feeling, Spirit? For pile number 2. I just got the game, you know, the child game, hide and seek. So someone is hiding and then they have to come and find you. That could be significant. Maybe some of you guys are hiding. Like you're just being a little bit in hermit mode at the moment. People are trying to find you, but they can't find you. You're kind of got your phone off, or you're just like having one of those moments where, you know, you're just like, I want to be left alone. Or maybe some of you guys are working on your manifestations and you need that time alone. You need to be quiet. You need to put your phone on do not disturb. What else? It's coming through, spirits. Okay, so this is so funny because I chose this fucking pile and the vision that I got was a book. So some of you guys could be writing, and that's one of my biggest dreams. One of my biggest fucking dreams is to write a book. Some of you guys could be writers, okay? You could be, doesn't even have to be book. It could be something like, just something like that can be left behind. Like a legacy, right? That's what I kind of feel. But writing, communication could be a very good strong point of yours, okay? Doesn't have to be a book, just you. You have something to communicate, right? I just got a vision of a leopard, you know, like the leopard with the beautiful spots. Could be significant. What is coming through? What is the plan? Like, I kind of feel the spirit is just by your side helping you. Amazement. I just heard you amaze me as an auditory message. You amaze me. You amaze me. You amaze. Yeah. You know what I kind of feel like with that? Is people find you amazing. Pile number 2, people find you amazing. So whatever you're creating, whatever you're gonna do, I just got this like vision of a I want to say a female, and her jaw just dropped and she's like, oh my god, what did I just see? What did I just witness? What did I just experience? So you could have people's mouths drop to the floor. Okay, I definitely feel like this is something that you're going to positively impact people, okay? Alright, let's keep, it's coming in. How do I feel? Oh, I got the Rainbow Reviver. I don't have that deck here, but I get visions of cards. Rainbow Reviver is just being on cloud 9, feeling on cloud 9. I kind of feel like there's something where you're going to hit a milestone very soon, okay? There's just something coming through. I'm getting visions of trophies. I'm getting vision of, you don't have to have a physical trophy, but you're going to have an experience or hit a milestone that shows you that your dream is going to freaking happen and has this potential to not just be a faint image in your mind. It's actually turning into reality. You're going to start to see some results. Okay, or you're going to start to, it's going to click to you in your mind and you're like, oh my god, I'm actually doing it. It's happening. It's very exciting. I always get very excited for manifesting kind of energies because we're currently manifesting whether we know it or not. Okay, but this is purposeful, intentional manifesting. And it's something that you're meant to do in this lifetime. Okay? All right. Let's have a look. Spirit, what is Spirit's plan for you? Oh, goodness. Wow. Okay, I don't mess with that card. I don't mess with Ascended Masters. And other sort of higher beings. Okay, I'm gonna get with that, but you're here to create something of a higher fucking purpose. And that's why I kind of felt legacy. Let's keep going. I'm gonna just turn them all over and then I'll explain them. Okay. I'm also just randomly got a vision of a ring. Some of you guys could be engaged. Some of you guys could be getting married, proposed to. It was a wedding ring. Trust me, it was a wedding ring. Oh my God. We have a cocoon. The butterfly turning, the cocoon turning into a butterfly. We also have Capricorn, get to work. Oh yeah. Okay. I have a very special way of reading these cards or just getting messages from spirit. I'll explain my method as I go. Career. So this is definitely about your career. Okay? So what you are manifesting. Yeah. This and if it is something like a legacy and it is to be shown in the world, if it is classified as your career, I'm sorry. It is. And yeah, there's definitely, this is about your work. Saturn, ruled by Capricorn. We've got Capricorn here. And you've got career. And then you've got North Node, which is all about your purpose, your destiny, where you're going. So I'm really hoping your dreams and your manifestations are related to work. Okay. But you know what I mean? Like maybe some of you are thinking, okay, this is what I just love to do. It goes beyond just making money to survive. Okay, that's not what I mean by work here. Okay, I feel like there's something here that you want to do regardless if you are making money or not. Okay, money is not the end result of your manifestation. It is something bigger. It's probably something that your soul is calling, and I'm telling you, it is for no, well, what I meant to say, it is for a reason. It's for a fucking reason. Reason. Ascended Masters. Let me fucking read this card. Devoted spirits with specific intentions. You have an Ascended Master working with you. And do I have any Ascended Master decks here? Damn it. I don't. I wish I did, because I would pull out to see what Ascended Master is working with you. But maybe I'm not meant to. Okay, maybe it will be different for all of you, right? Working with you, okay? Working with you and your dream. We have, steps, ladders for me are about progress. So there is definitely progress coming in. Saturn and Capricorn coming out together is a big deal, okay? Your work, your efforts will be rewarded, okay? This is about probably your manifestation or your goal coming in over time. I feel like you can't rush this dream. You can't rush what you're creating. It actually needs some substantial amount of time, okay? Because this is not something small, all right? This is something that requires quite a bit of lifetime. Okay, so don't get angry or mad if you think, oh, I want it to happen tomorrow. You're going to see results, but this is more about a dream where you need to enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey, okay? You're going to have some wins along the way. You're probably going to have heaps of wins. Okay, you're going to have heaps of wins. But Saturn rewards those that work hard and learn their lessons. And it's kind of like the father, right? It's the father. You know, he will look after you as long as you kind of... I feel like for this reading, it's about respecting yourself and respecting your dreams and putting the effort in. You have to put the effort in here, guys, okay? If you're sitting on the cloud dreaming, thinking, oh, it's just going to come into my front door, I'm sorry, okay? You're going to have to put the effort in. I think for a lot of you, you're doing it because it is your soul calling. So when you get a soul calling, and maybe some of you are going to discover this, oh my God, if you do, oh my God, maybe this is something, what spirit is working with you, your next plan is that you discover this. If you do not know right now, it will be coming in. Okay, this fly, there's this fly that's been trapped in my freaking room. I want to kill it. Oh! Anyway, sorry. I'm feeling, wow. We've got the expansion here, okay? Expansion. This is to your destiny. Look at the stars. I always feel like that's someone is navigating. I don't think that's a compass, but I feel like it is. So I'm just going to say it's a compass. You're being guided somewhere. Okay, you're being guided. You may want to go and look up your North Node in your birth chart. Could be very significant. Okay, and that's really fucking funny because my North Node is Capricorn. Oh my God, what the fuck? You know, that's why I chose this, okay? It doesn't have to be Capricorn, okay? It's your North Node represents what you're meant to do here, okay? What you're growing into, and it is not your comfort zone. Okay, your comfort zone is your South Node, is what you already know, what you're familiar with. Your North Node is what you're being called to move towards in order to grow with that Saturn. Okay, so interesting. I do feel for some of you could already be heading towards your soul purpose. Let me know if you are. I'm going to send you some encouragement. Anyway, can you see 7, 8, right? Spirit speaks to me with number sequences, numbers that go up, okay? So I'll read number 7 before I read number 8. And look at this. Seriously, what are these two cards screaming to you? Get to work, okay? You know what I really admire about these three people here? You know how fucking hot it would be in that desert? And, you know, the clothes that they're wearing, but they're doing the hours, okay? I was a bit more gentle on pile number 1, saying that they need to stop working so hard. You need to amp it up a bit. I think you have the capacity to do so because it's actually something that you really enjoy, right? I also want to say that there's something here with the cocoon and the fire. The fire as well, by the way, is an element that I always associate with manifestation, okay, with creation. But it also can represent sort of like, God, I just kind of feel like creativity, passion. It's also, why is there a triangle on this card? I don't get that. Maybe triangles are significant. Is that meant to look like a fire? I'm not sure. But I'm noticing the red here. I'm noticing the red. You are, I do want to say, I think first, I mean, we can see the stages here, right? The transformational stage of a butterfly. We can see how it evolves. Something is evolving over time, okay? You know, and if some of you are like, oh my God, it's taking so long, it needs to, all right? A butterfly is so beautiful once it becomes a butterfly, but it had to go through many stages, okay? I don't know what stage you're at. I do kind of feel like it will be different for all of you. I don't think I do want to say, I don't think the butterfly has fully come into its true beauty or essence. There's still work to be done, but just know that you will become that butterfly. 100%. Your career is main focus in this lifetime for you. There will be people placed in your, I want to say, on your path. We have friendships here. We have partnerships. These people, these friendships, these contacts, they're going to help you. They're going to help you with your dream, what you're creating here, your legacy, your purpose. Okay? It's with the career card. Yeah. And these are the people that you actually known in a past life. And that's how Spirit is helping you, putting people. So just pay attention. I would not put too much of a fucking boundary or barrier. Sometimes I'm always like, yeah, put some boundaries up. Maybe you do need to in order to get shit done. If that is the case, please do that. Protect your energy. You have a big purpose here. I think people that have, like, you know, they're very, very much have something to leave behind before they pass away, do need to be very, very much careful with their time and their energy. I lost my train of thought. Fuck. That happens sometimes, guys. Damn it. Not for right. That's what happened. Anyway, if it comes back to me, it's meant to be. We have the change and we have the wind. Wind is air. Air and fire? Fuck. What does that create? That creates like a huge fire, like a bigger fire. It just like, there's something that's about to fucking blow up. Like, I just think of someone like, you know, they just start a little fire. Like, they don't know how to do something, right? They don't know how to do something and they're like doing the best that they can. But then they suddenly get the hang of it and they get used to it. And then they kind of learn a little bit more and it just kind of gets bigger and bigger. It's like something just expands. Something just grows. Like, air and fuck. Air and fire is really bad for bushfires, right? Like, wind is not good for sure. We're not good for this. So something is going to get bigger and grow, okay? And I think it could be. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly that is, but it's like going to be different for all of you. But in a nutshell, what I think you don't realize the effect that this, you just think, okay, this is just what I need to do. This is what I'm going to do. Some of you guys could actually have gifts as well with the Ascended Masters. Like, usually those souls that reincarnate, right? That not everyone has Ascended Masters looking after them. Okay, I want to tell you that. Right, and if you don't believe that, I just feel not everyone comes into this lifetime, or you know, maybe they did last reincarnation, but you have a special purpose here. Okay, so usually people that do hold already some innate talents and gifts, or I would say powers. I'm gonna say that. And it's all for purpose, right? So if you don't know what your gifts or talents or stuff are, go explore. Find them, because you do. You have some already. Pay attention to what you find interesting, what you find lights you up, right? Oh my God. That fire? Man, I just can see a huge fire in my eyes. But it's not a bushfire. It's not in a negative sense, okay? This is like something blows the fuck up. So let's just think about what usually blows up these days in a positive sense, okay? Maybe something that you created, like a podcast, blows up. Maybe, you know, let's go back to the book, okay? Because that's the vision I got. You write a book and then it's like, it gets received really, really well. And then you just write more. The world is going to want more of what you put out there. Okay, or what you intend initially. Okay, that's what I mean. Maybe your TikTok blows up. Maybe something that I feel like I just have, just for a few of you, I mean, you're already doing it for some of you. I don't know where you are on this journey. I don't know which stage you're at, but I just heard for a few of you, you're just about to start something. Yeah. And you're wondering, oh, should I? Yes, you fucking should. But, you know, trust your intuition, don't trust me. What else am I getting from these cards? Pile number 2. So fire signs could be significant, air signs could be significant, and Capricorn could be significant, and Aquarius. I do like to point out the signs. What else am I getting? You know what? I didn't pull any other cards for pile number 1, but I'm gonna pull 2 more, okay? 2 more to finish off. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Heal old patterns. Beautiful. We have the butterflies there. Okay, nice. And we also have this could be something that what you do, you know, what the legacy that you leave behind helps others heal old patterns, but it could also be just a little bit of an insight, darling. I feel that what old patterns have you healed, or what are you healing right now? Because I feel like there's something that you can help others do. All right, it'll be different. I don't know where these patterns are that you've healed, but that is what you have to offer. We also got, ooh, a new home improvement. Some of you guys could be moving your home or renovating, or your living situation is going to improve. Oh my god, guys, bottom of the deck, I saw it. Money could be significant. You're gonna be so fucking looked after. Okay, I think you are destined. Money is not something that I think is the point of what you're leaving behind, but I feel like it is going to be, you're going to be looked after financially. Yeah, but there's something about your home. New home improvement. Okay, again, a ladder. Ladders could be significant. There could be something here where this shift in your home or living situation helps you create better, or it helps you take action on your dreams. Like sometimes you need a space, right? I'm wondering if you have that right now, or if that's something that you're working on, or if there's just some sort of refinement in your living situation that could help you. Okay, some of you guys could definitely be working from home for sure. So part of it, I'm going to leave it for there. I hope something there resonated. And I am sending you so much love. Okay? And let me know what your dreams are. I always love to encourage, I don't know, like support, encourage. Yeah. Because they're coming true. Most. All right, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Final pile. What does Spirit have planned next for you? What is Spirit's plan? Okay, you chose Amethyst. It's gorgeous. I love this one. Okay, so I don't know what card I chose here. I just kind of shuffled. So we're going to have a look at your card together. I'm also going to channel and pull cards. If you don't want the channeling or the shuffling and pulling cards section, just go to the time when I actually read the cards, okay? It will be in the description. And pay attention to the pictures, pay attention to the words, but obviously do it in a safe place. Don't do it while you're driving, okay? Be smart. The reason I say that is because there could be something there that really resonates to you. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm excited. Pile number 3. Ooh, this is interesting. Receptivity. So what is Spirit's next plan for you? Let's just read it. Become open and receptive to the healing, the love, support, and guidance that the universe has to offer you. All is working out for your highest good. Okay, so wow, what I'm really noticing is like the pyramids here. Okay, I don't know if they really connect with you or something here, but this can be ancient. This is like connecting back to your roots, or connecting back to your ancestors or your family or your lineage. Like, I'm just getting you have support with this card, okay? I love this. You could even have some guides or some, I mean, everyone does, but I feel like for you, Pile 3, you could even be, I'm just getting old soul. I'm getting like, you've been here for a very long time. Your soul has been here. It keeps reincarnating, and it's like, you're like an old soul. Like, I'm just getting like a vision of an old man with a gray beard. I also kind of feel that you need to be open. Like, I think you're already open, so, but being open to yourself, I'm gonna say. I honestly feel like you're quite open to people. You're open to those that you love. I get a very family orientated energy from that card. Okay, so if you have nothing to do with your family, or you're not that close to your family, that could be about you creating your own family. Family is very important. Even connections and relationships are very important to you. I think you get a lot of healing from sharing, caring, supporting others. It really, you feel responsible in some way to help, maybe, or to be there for others, okay? You could be a great caretaker. You could be just a great advisor. People look up to you. I really do. But I'm also getting this sense of it. Don't lose yourself, and do not put your own needs before someone else's, okay? I do kind of feel like you could be very, very generous, right? And overgiving. You're also very wise. Receptivity, right? What is that? That's give and take, okay? It kind of makes me feel like the Six of Pentacles. What you give is what you get back in return. So are you getting back what you give out? Right? And that's an important question for you, because I think that is something that Spirit is helping you with. Okay. I'm also getting some of you guys worry a bit. I don't know why that's coming through. I just have worry wart. You worry. Maybe it's about your loved ones or the people around you. But you're this old soul. So I'm wondering, old souls don't usually worry. Maybe it is a sense of like, you're quite sensitive, right? You're sensitive. And someone that has a sensitive energy or vibration, it can be quite like overwhelming. Maybe that's it. People may come to you and want your help a lot, and just make sure that you have enough energy for yourself. You have enough energy for yourself. Maybe like, okay. I'm going to just do some other channels. We'll see what comes through. I got a vision of a wishing well, which is interesting. Wish is coming true. Ooh. But we'll have a look at the cards. Money. Money could be coming for you. I just heard money. And I also have mermaids. I don't even think of mermaids. I think of siren energy. I think of Pisces as well with mermaids. But they're so captivating, mermaids. You know, their aura and their energy are very much, they can bring not just people but things into their energy. I'm also getting mysterious as well. Like you look at, you guys are so gorgeous. Holy shit. Because I just got a vision of this beautiful face. Like, oh my God. Okay, you do not know how beautiful you are. Oh, and not just physically, okay? But I'm going to be shallow for you, pile number 3. I'm going to say physically, you're absolutely stunning. It could also be like the way that you dress, maybe the way that you do your makeup, your aesthetic. It's very dreamy. It's not like an old man. It's not like the old man with the beard that I got a vision of. I think that's more about like your soul, what your soul looks like. But what your physical appearance looks like, it looks like just like a doll. Like, it's just beautiful. Okay, let's have a look. What are you bringing? Like, I feel like you're bringing something in. You're looking after yourself, but we're gonna see. I don't do reversals. What's coming in? Oh, wow. Some travel. Volcanoes. Wow. Okay. Solar plexus chakra. And passion. Oh, my God. Wow. Okay. Look at the top 3 cards. That is just a lot of fire, a lot of confidence, a lot of... Okay, guys. There's a shift. There's a change. It's a sudden change. I'm channeling this more. A sudden change. You're going to have a sudden realization. And I don't think like you've had this yet. Okay? So it's going to be a shift. You're going to change tracks. You're going to shake up something differently. I also kind of feel like for some of you, this is subconscious. Something that you've been repressing a little bit. Not too much, okay? And it just comes out. It's like you just have this huge moment with yourself where you're like, what am I doing? Why am I putting up with this? Or why am I continuing this? It's a little bit of a wake-up call. I do get that, okay? But it's literally for your benefit, okay? This is to realize your power. Maybe some of you guys have been giving too much of your energy and time to people. Maybe some of you have been stepped over. Maybe you're in a relationship where you're like, why am I in this relationship? And for this relationship channel that I'm getting, it's not that the person that is treating you like shit. It's more of like, this isn't really going anywhere. Like, I'm just in this because it's comfortable. Like, there's a harsh realization that you're going to have. And I don't want to scare you. I actually think it's very empowering with the solar plexus chakra, okay? And the dawn with the new beginnings. You have the angel of courage here. You have power with the volcano. Something's erupting. Okay, something is erupting. And I absolutely love this because it's going to show you what you're made of. And I know that you're an old soul, but you're a sensitive one, okay? So I actually feel like I just heard some of you guys are going to get your spark back. So if you've been feeling low, if you've been feeling like, oh, something needs to change, but I don't know, I'm in a bit of a rut, that's shifting. You could have a little bit of a tower moment. Don't be scared of it. You need it. It could be due to some sort of encounter that you have or will have. The friendship could just be maybe something where it's like someone tells you a little bit of their outside opinion on what you're talking about. Like an example would be you have a conversation with, it doesn't have to be a friend, it could just be a person, right? And you tell them about something going on in your life and they say, what are you doing? Like they kind of put their opinion and they're like, you deserve better than that. Or you have so much more potential. There's just something here. Someone's going to mirror back what you are not acknowledging in yourself. There's something here. And I think it's just because you could have been going through something, I do want to say. Maybe some of you are a little bit like depressed, anxious. Okay. And I want you to know it's not for too much longer. Okay? I love these 3 cards. Look at the fire here with the Vessel with the Passion. Some of you guys, it could be like, I need to move. I need to get up. I need to start traveling. Because we do have the travel card here. There could be an opportunity coming through to travel. But the opportunity, we've got collaboration. We've got opportunity, possibilities, open doors, new beginnings. Change is coming for you. Okay, for some of you, you're going to surprise yourself with how you handle this change. You're never going to be the same for some of you. This is like, I know I make the Tower moment sound so small, but sometimes the smallest awakenings and the smallest wake-up calls and the smallest realizations become huge shifts and change in our life. Maybe some of you guys have an inkling as I say it. Some of you might even know that what you're doing right now is not what you could be doing. You're not at your full potential, pile number 3. I'm going to call you out for it. I'm sorry. There's so much more to you, or there's something that could even be there in your face. I'm getting missed opportunities. Some of you guys have been like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm not, maybe some of you like, I'm not good enough to do that. So that's not for me. There's been some reservations. You've had opportunities presented to you, but you've turned them down. And I feel something is going to shift, that is going to change the way you see yourself. This is about seeing yourself. Okay. And I'm also getting another channel just come through just then. Some of you guys have been wanting to address your health. And you're just like, oh, I can't be bothered. Or I'm never going to be able to do that. Or I'm not motivated enough. And I just, there's someone or something that has you believing that, like, what am I doing? Why? I am so much better. I'm so much more capable. I can do this. I can have this, or I can achieve this, or I can, yeah. Some of you guys may be scared of change. It says change through courage. You're going to have that courage. You're going to have that power. And it comes just through some shift in your awareness, through someone talking to you, through a conversation. It doesn't even have to be a person. I'm going to say it could be reading a book. It could be something that you listen to on a podcast. I just flipped the deck to this. I don't know why I picked it up, but I did. You will never be free until you free yourself from the prison of your own false thoughts. Okay. Yeah, a bigger picture. Maybe there's a mindset that you've been stuck in. Okay, you are bigger than your thoughts. You're about to see the bigger picture. Zoom out. A shift in perspective is needed in this moment to gain clarity around a current situation you feel stuck on. I just fucking said that. I literally picked it up. I wish I could show you that I did not put the card there. But this is crazy. We've also got photos here. Pictures could be significant. It's very interesting because, like, when someone takes a photo, each person sees a picture in a different way, right? Or someone, if you were going to look at this picture, right? Someone that's looking at the picture might focus on the rocks, okay? someone might focus on the flowers. Someone may focus on the colors. Someone may focus on something that gets triggered when they look at it. There's just, you're about to be free, okay? You're about to be free from a, I want to say, like, free from a place that you've been in for a very long time. And this is exciting. This is exciting. I do want to say this. This is something very exciting. Oh my goodness. Oh. Let's just have a look at the card. Let me see. I like to dissect the cards deeper. This could be a chakra that you may want to work on. Solar plexus chakra. But you know how that gets activated? By doing things that are difficult. Okay? Start small. Okay? It's building confidence, right? And building belief in yourself. But that comes through, I'm gonna be honest, failing at something. Okay? Just failing and failing and failing until you get it. So there might be something here where you're like, oh, I'm afraid to fail. But the only way that you're going to feel confident in yourself is if you do fucking fail until you get it, until you achieve it. So there could be something like that, okay? Your confidence will be soaring. You can do something new here. You can break free from feeling stuck. Okay, and this is how Spirit is supporting you. This is Spirit's next plan for you. You're way more powerful than you realize, part number 3. I do feel like it could be a little bit scary, but, you know, just know that you are supported. You can do this. Anything worthwhile, anything that feels as if you eternally are happy with yourself and eternally successful comes from doing hard things. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, for some of you, it could be to do with your work. Maybe some of you guys are stuck with your work. Maybe you want a new job. You can do it. You've got it. Get that resume done, right? Get that resume done. I've also got decisions. Okay, so there could be something here where you're just a bit worried about what path to go, a little bit indecisive. Could there be something here that you've been in two minds about? So it's like, oh, I have decision fatigue. I'm not going to worry about it. You're going to make a decision. Do it. And I don't think this is a light decision, by the way. Maybe you get 2 offers. There's 2 paths presented. Okay. Nice. Travel. Moving on, taking flight. Very interesting. You have travel over here. Some of you guys wondering, should I travel? Should I move to a new country? Or should I just travel? Maybe some of you guys are scared of flying. Moving on. Yeah, moving on in this sense is seeing a new destination, okay? I'm just seeing what kind of changes could be going on for you. Communication. Important news, messages. That is about getting a message, okay? Because that always reminds me of a text, you know, when you get a text on your phone. Okay, this is going to be for all of you, but there's something here where you have a text, you've received a message, you've received something, and you haven't replied. I don't know what for, but there's something here with communication. It's maybe a little bit scary, a little bit fearful. Again, this is what you're building the confidence up to address. There's something here that's keeping you stuck. Maybe for the communication, it's like, oh, should I speak up? Should I share my voice? We've also got contracts, commitment, and marriage. A contract. God, that could be with anything, really. Commitment. marriage. Work is really big here. But also that could be something to do with relationships. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. I didn't intend to pull a lot from this deck, but I feel like it's for you. Oh my goodness. New beginnings. New beginnings. Look at this little baby chick. A fresh start. I've got pregnancy or birth, okay? So some of that could be significant. This could be something, maybe something to do with pregnancy. That would only be for a few of you. Starting a family could be a big shift, big change. But there's a fresh start. You're having a fresh start. You are getting your spark back, okay? I honestly feel for some of you, you could be very unrecognizable soon. Okay, I'm wondering where this conversation, I'm wondering where this tower moment, wake up call, when that's going to come in. I should pull some tarot, but you know, yeah. It could even be this freaking video. You've got this. Fucking got this, pile number 3. This fell on the floor. Maybe some of you guys have been through some grief. Maybe you've been heartbroken. Maybe you're still grieving some sort of big loss. And I understand. I don't want to rush anyone's healing process. But you're ready. You're ready, you're ready, you're ready. You're ready to transform like the butterfly. Butterflies could be significant. We have boundaries. Beautiful. Set some boundaries. I do feel like that at the beginning. By the way, this is not just the typical boundary card. Okay, this is someone, yes, honoring their space, honoring their sacred space to do a ritual. So there could be something here where it's like, maybe find a little sacred ritual that you want to do. Again, the fire. Fire is big for you, okay? Get your... There could be a ritual that helps you. I do want to say that, okay? You know, and like the first thing that came to my mind was like motivational podcast or like affirmations or something. Yeah. And I do kind of feel like if you want to be confident, if you want to address your solar plexus chakra, open that up. It is all about believing in yourself, right? It really is. That's all it is, okay? Yeah, get in the energy. Like, talk to people that are confident. Talk to people that know that they can be successful. Be around those that have their spark activated. Listen to those people. You know, the biggest thing for me that keeps me confident is listening to music that can really shift my vibration. So that could be something. But it is, if you were kind of isolating a little bit and keeping to yourself, or you're hanging around the wrong energy, like around the wrong kind of people, that's not going to help you with this. Wow, pile number 3. I'm just so excited, like, where your life's about to go, honestly. Huge changes. So excited. Like, this is the kind of energy, like, do the thing you're scared of. A big healing coming. Fantastic. We also had heal with the moon. I forgot to say. Phases of the moon could be very significant. Healing with the moon. I did feel at the beginning that you're quite sensitive, if your energy is. But there's healing coming through. Ooh! You know what I feel? Again, I really want to say I'm not going to fast track someone's healing journey. Okay, if you're going through grief, if you're going through loss, if you're going through something, it's okay, right? It's okay to be in this period of not feeling okay. All right, I do not want to rush someone's grieving. I do not want to rush someone healing journey. I really got to put that out there, okay? But I do feel that you've done the healing. You're ready. You're ready. There's something overdue. That's what I'm getting. Something overdue. But take that if that resonates. I think I'm gonna leave it there, pile number 3. I did want to get a tarot card, but you know, I think I'm done. I'm gonna leave it there. So I hope something resonated. I'm sending so much love. Take care.